That idea of finally losing 20 pounds, that's sexy. That idea of finally getting rid of your debt, sexy. What's not sexy? Putting in the work. Saying no to the french fries. Saying no to buying the new t-shirts. Saying no to the happy hours. Okay? Welcome back to Up and Running and Thriving, your weekly spot for inspiration and motivation to help you get your mind, body, and business up and running and thriving. My name is Whitney Abraham, certified faster way coach and business coach. Today we're going to talk about compounding habits and how small actions add up over time to really big results. Did you know that every single new year, all of these Americans make all these resolutions, and by just a few weeks in, more than 40% of them have completely abandoned ship on those goals. This is because we focus way too much of our attention on the outcome, on the expectation of what comes from our effort, as opposed to building the daily habits that are going to get us there. That idea of finally losing 20 pounds or getting rid of your debt, that is so enticing. But once we get into it, we realize that takes considerable effort every single day to show up time and time again in order to pull those things off. And when we aren't hit with that immediate gratification, we crap. We power down. We say, you know what, forget it. Maybe I was foolish for thinking I could do this. Maybe I was silly for thinking that I could get this done. That idea of finally losing 20 pounds, that's sexy. That idea of finally getting rid of your debt, sexy. What's not sexy? Putting in the work. Saying no to the french fries. Saying no to buying the new t-shirts. Saying no to the happy hours. Okay? Not sexy to form habits. However, habits are what make all the difference in the world. Here we go. You can try out that new restaurant down the street, and that sounds way more fun than that macro balanced meal that you packed for lunch. Or you can go to the gym and exercise, or you can go to happy hour with your girlfriends, or you can spend your night times working on building your business, or you can sit and you can watch Netflix. See which one obviously sounds more sexy. It's the instant gratification, self-soothing answer, not the one that requires the work. But you guys, if you can just commit to building the habit, if you can lean into building the habit, big things are going to happen over time. Listen, I'm sure that you're familiar with the idea of compound interest. Compound habits are just like that. For those of you that don't know, here's how it works. With compound interest, you deposit money into a bank account. It has a small interest that it makes on that amount. The next month, that interest is added and you accrue interest on the entire total, what you deposited before and the interest income. Over time, that grows. For example, if I gave you $10,000 right now that you put into a mutual fund and it incurred an 8% return on investment, an 8% interest, you would have close to $2 million by the time you were 65. Right? That's how compound interest works. Compound habits, the exact same thing. If you decided that this was the year you were going to get in shape, you might start with a 10-minute walk. And over time, you might be running 5Ks, half marathons, right? So here's how you're going to assess whether or not we need to build some compound habits for yourself. Let's do a quick audit of where you are. How many hours a night are you sleeping? How many hours this week did you exercise? How many books did you read? How many personal development podcasts did you listen to? How many hours did you watch TV? How many drinks did you drink? How many times did you think, I should really do X, but this thing looks so much better? Here's the deal. Those compounding habits that you're building right now with choosing TV, with choosing to sit, with choosing instead of saving to go and spend, all of those are adding up in the opposite direction for you right now. But the good news is with one decision at a time, one small choice at a time, you can completely change the trajectory of where you're headed. The question is whether or not you're willing. Instead of feeling like you're at the bottom of Mount Everest, looking up at the entire climb, thinking, how will I ever make it up? Simply focus on the next right step. The next right step that's going to get you one tiny bit closer to where you want to be. And that is how big change happens. Hope that you guys found this helpful. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, thumbs up. Share it with your business bestie, and we can't wait to see you again next week. Bye, y'all.